Morning. This is Mr. Sergio.
Thank you. Sergio Baloo. Good morning, Ms. Diallo.
Attorney McWilliams with the co-defendant, Your Honor.
On Mr. Hall,
That's correct. Good morning.
and we only have Mr. Baloo right now. What, Ms. Diallo, what's the status of the discovery in this matter?
So Judge, this is a reissue, and I would hope that we already have everything in this particular matter. So I think the next logical thing to do would be to set this down for a preliminary exam. And my apologies, I'm in person about 12 courtrooms.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Mr. McWilliams, is that we're gonna do them together, I take it?
Your Honor, actually, my client was to come on Zoom from a treatment center where he's presently located.
Okay,
He may in fact be on now. I've asked them at the treatment center to please Zoom on this morning promptly.
Heather, do you know,
I don't know what name they would be using. Most people, I see a lot more signing on, but most people are already.
Miss Anderson, I got your chat. We'll do that in just a second.
Also, Your Honor, I'd like to advise you as there are intentions with regard to proceeding.
Okay, why don't we, Heather, until we figure out for a second if we can get his client, Miss Anderson put in the chat that let Mr. Smith in and we'll give him an adjournment because he hired an attorney. Do you see him?
Yep, Andre Smith. I'm bringing in Andre S. That's Mr. Smith.
Yeah, probably.
Andre S. Are you Andre Smith?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
All right.
Mr. Smith, did you hire an attorney?
Yes.
And who is that?
Randall Upshaw.
Oh, he's in
Okay.
the waiting room.
Oh,
I'll bring him
we'll
in.
grab Mr. Upshaw then.
Is my camera on? Do you want me to turn my camera on?
No, it's not, but you're okay for right this second. Mr. Upshaw?
He has two cases this morning too, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Upshaw. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you, Judge?
Pretty good. You're on Andre Smith,
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
and I take it that you want an adjourned, and Mr. Smith just joined us. Do you need to talk to Mr. Curry at all? Or I don't know if we.
I would like to talk to, yes, the city attorney.
It's the county prosecutor, but that's okay. But I think at this point, you probably just need the discovery, or do you need to talk to him about anything, or just send him in you have his contact information, Mr. Curry?
I do, Judge.
So, Mr. Upshaw, unless there's anything specific, do you want us to just give you an adjourned PCC date and he'll send you the discovery?
Yes, please.
And for purposes of arraignment, oh, he was arraigned out county. Never mind. Got it. Adjourned PCC, it's on Wednesdays. How many weeks would you like?
Your Honor, I do not have the discovery and I'm new to the case, so I know, could we go after the holidays and we wait
January
14 day
5th.
rule?
January 5th.
Sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
Heather, what time on January 5th?
I have 9:15.
That's
That
fine.
work for you?
Yes, it does, Your Honor.
January 5th at 9:15. Heather, is that Judge Oakley?
She doesn't list it. Yes, it would be. Yes, sorry.
It is Judge Oakley. It is Judge Oakley. So January the 5th with Judge Oakley. All right. And Mr. Smith, you have a pretrial December the 16th at 9:50. And are you up to date on, and you have a pretrial January 6th with Judge Oakley. And then there's some outstanding monies that you owe, or you on a payment plan and up to date.
Okay, I was told December, on a letter I got, I was told December 16th. So let me just be on the
Yes,
safe
there's
side.
2 dates. You have the interfering with the police on December the 16th, and then you have multiple cases on January 6th. So show up on the December 16th and then you're going to be the 5th and the 6th with Judge Oakley.
Okay, 5th and the 6th of January.
Yep,
Okay, I got
yep,
you.
but make sure you're here you're on Zoom on the 16th also, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set for today. Thank you, Mr. Upshaw. Heather, did you make a notation that Mr. Upshaw that it's off of Miss Anderson?
It is, and Mr. Upshaw is also on Walter Butler.
Yeah, I actually knew that.
Okay.
We'll do that one. People versus Walter Butler. What's the status of that, Mr. Upshaw? We adjourned it from a couple weeks ago for discovery. Do you have all the discovery or what are we doing?
Where did he go?
Where did he go? We lost him.
Judge, I have on my file that Hannah Barron from NDS was on that one. Unless,
He might have retained.
Yeah.
He
Oh, he
had
might have
to have
retained it as well.
retained out. Because we have Mr. Upshaw.
Heather,
But-
this is Dan Batar. Can I get Mr. Loveland in a breakout room, please?
You sure can.
Thank you.
Can you go back to the one that you were in?
Let's see. I don't see an
Mr.
option.
Okay.
You got to touch the
Oh, I'm
screen.
sorry. I do see an option.
Yeah,
Yep, I
touch
can
the
join it.
screen, Dan, and you
Number
can go
10.
back in. Mr. McWilliams, I didn't forget about you. I'm trying to figure out if there's anybody in the waiting room that would possibly,
Do we
You
know
might
what
al-
place he
you
is
might
at,
also-
Mr.
Yeah.
McWilliams?
Yes,
And what is the name of it?
that's Mr. Hall.
I
Scott
understand
Hall.
that. Do you know where he is at?
Yes, I do. However, we had a motion hearing yesterday. I thought he was to be on Zoom, and they actually delivered him to the Frank Murphy. So maybe he's downstairs.
well, he's not downstairs at yeah, he wouldn't be
At your
our
courthouse.
downstairs.
At
He
your
wouldn't be at our courthouse.
Okay,
We're in Romulus. He wouldn't be with us.
okay.
But we didn't do a writ, so they wouldn't have brought him without a writ. But give me what's your position on how you want to proceed? I understand that Miss Diallo is saying that she wants an exam. What your client's in treatment? What are you trying to accomplish? What's the path that you're following?
We're going to waive the preliminary exam, move to Frank Murphy.
Okay.
Is this the bank robbery case?
this is the bank
Yes.
robbery thing.
What? Oh, blue. Oh, yeah.
So Hall may be a waiver, Baloo's going to be a hold, but we have to find Mr. Hall to be able to waive. So, do you, Mr. McWilliams, is there a possibility that you can go off camera and try to call the treatment facility to see if he's there or not?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
And
And
Judge, if I
then-
can just have set a date for Mr. Baloo, that would be very helpful. If you could see all the devices I have in this courthouse.
Yeah, no, I understand. I was just I thought Mr. McWilliams was going to hold. And so
Me too.
obviously I'm going to put them together. So I have some concerns and I don't want to do yours any sooner than if his waiver falls apart. I don't want to have,
Oh, okay.
I don't want to have an issue with it. Mr. Curry, do I have Mr. Curry on? How many witnesses on this case?
Judge, if I remember correctly from the previous, there'd be approximately 3 or 4.
Can I interject here on that case? Because I was the one who rewrote the warrant on that. We need a long time out if we're setting an exam because we have to fly a witness in.
Well, since you have, I mean, is there any way, Jane, since it's a more extensive exam and because our time is so limited on Wednesday, Mr. Curry, that you can get an exception to be on an off day? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
No. That we've got some more problems in our office. We're not, it can't, just can't happen.
Well, then I mean, the problem is if I've got to set hours aside, you know, I mean, I'm setting exams every half hour. This isn't gonna, do you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be long. And then my other question is, can they turn this over to a special, which then you can set it on an off day?
I don't know if that's our call,
Because
Judge.
it doesn't stay with Mr. Curry anyway when it goes downtown.
It goes through general though, so, I mean, we would have to go back to our office and ask Gary and Liz and all that kind of stuff for extra time to do this one case.
Well, you
I
know what?
can't-
I'm gonna make I have an idea, but I'm gonna need 1 second, Miss Diallo. But if this idea works, Miss Diallo.
Yes.
No, I can't, never
I'm here.
mind. I can't do that. I guess then that my comment is that, February 2nd at 1 o'clock.
Perfect. Is this your case?
No,
I
Judge?
don't know
hold
why
on,
you're
wait,
saying
wait,
perfect.
hold on.
You're not doing it. Alex is, right?
Hold on.
Judge, maybe not at that time, but I can explain that to you later.
Oh, this is where our issue's coming in. Great.
And can you
Perfect.
arraign Mr. Baloo, Judge, before we?
I'm going to. I
Okay,
gotta
thank
get with Miss Diallo and
Yep.
check the date first. Miss Diallo, the February 2nd at 1
No.
o'clock.
It does not, I'm sorry, I'm in a homicide trial. I beg to get down here, Frank Murphy.
You're in a homicide trial on February
February the
2nd.
2nd, yep.
Yeah, that's a problem because my next date then is April 6th.
Ooh, Jesus.
That's what I'm saying, that
So hold on, Miss Gillis. So Judge, I'm sorry, what were?
Morning,
were there
this is
other
Attorney
dates
McWilliams.
that I might have missed?
Go ahead and call.
thanks,
What?
Heather. Miss
You're
Diallo,
welcome.
what was your question?
Were there other dates that I may have missed that were offered that were not good dates?
No, I'm booked out. I mean, you're telling, you know what I'm saying? You're booked out. The prosecutor's asking for time. Yeah, I have a date. I can do it next Wednesday. I can do it next Wednesday at 1:30. Yeah,
We can't.
huh?
We can't.
I understand that.
Why?
She's
Jane,
asking, is
but-
there another date? And I bet you
But-
she
but with
can't do it
respect-
next Wednesday at 1:30 either.
But see, but with respect, Ms. Gillis, this is a reissue, right? My client.
It's a
is-
reissue
hold
as
on,
Judge
he's
Oakley's case
sitting
before.
I understand, but he's sitting in the Wayne County Jail. We have time limitations and restrictions that would make us ineffective and have to sit in a Ginther hearing.
So you're
if I
available,
said it's
Miss
okay.
Diallo, Miss Diallo, stop. So you're available. Jane, this is what we're gonna do. We can start it with the
There you go.
officer in charge next Wednesday. She's demanding it to be within whatever days, and I'll be respectful
fine.
of that. So it's next Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
Very good. It works for me. Thank you.
We'll start it. Okay, Judge, he's in jail anyways
Morning.
because of another case.
Oh,
Hello.
well, wait a sec. I don't know that they'll be able to bring
Yes.
him down. That's the other problem.
Okay, you ready? Okay, 9
I'll tell you what I'll do instead. Because of the increase, I'm concerned about a lot of things. But why don't we do it? I can do it January 12th at 11:30. Miss Diallo?
January 12th, Judge.
Yep, at
Hold on,
11:30.
Hold on. Nope, because.
Yeah,
let
I
me
mean, see, that's the thing. I mean, I'm sympathetic to Miss Gillis. I'd rather do it all together, but they can't get their witness by then. I can do it January 12th at 11:30. I gave you the February 2nd, and you're gonna tell me you're not available. So
My only
Wait a minute,
issue,
I have a
Judge, is
question.
I have been steady, I'm in person more times than I'm not. I'm not one of the lawyers that did not have anything to do. I
Yeah.
have
Oh,
trials
no,
that are
no, no,
scheduled.
everybody does, Miss Diallo. I'm not criticizing you.
Oh, okay. So-
Not at all. Everybody's busy. I'm saying it's hard to get everybody's schedules on.
But I have a question. Isn't there any time that you can trade or make an exception and send it to one of the other judges here to get a date that's good?
I don't know, Jane, can you trade and get somebody else to do your work?
Well, if I'm on vacation or whatever, yeah.
That means they stand in for you doing your stuff. We all have, I'm sure Heather, who works for Judge Oakley, everybody's got felonies backed up on their Wednesdays. No, that's why I said from the beginning of this, can't you give me another day? Yes, I have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, every week, Jane.
I'm just trying to make suggestions.
Our
Judge.
Wednesdays are so crammed because your office wants us to do everything on Wednesday. They want us to do all the PCs in the morning and all the exams in the afternoon. So no, nobody has any extra time. Oakley doesn't have any extra time. I don't have any extra time. Judge Martin doesn't have any extra time. But if Ms. Diallo, check the following week. The January the 19th.
That's good. I'm just gonna
At
put us on mute
noon.
because somebody else is muted. It's kind of high out here. Hold on one second.
Ja-
Everybody is zooming.
January the 19th at 12 o'clock.
Great day. Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Diallo, Ms. Gillis.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Diallo, you're all set. The jail, Mr. Blue, did you hear all of that, hopefully?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Judge.
And I
Really
won't
step
set,
up
Ms. Diallo, I won't set anything else that after that time. I'm gonna
Okay.
block it off so that if it goes
Okay.
long.
I'll be here. All right. Thank you so much. Everybody stay
you.
safe. I'll talk to you.
Heather, did
Mr.
you get
Delaney.
that?
Yep, December 19th at noon, you said, or at 11?
At noon.
At
I
noon.
have,
Okay,
I
yep.
already have exams before that.
Okay, yep.
19th?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Judge, I talked to the facility. They're getting him on Zoom.
Okay, perfect.
Judge
Judge-
Matthew Loveland is ready. This is Dan Batar.
And this is Brandy. We're also ready on Joshua Quick.
Let's do Joshua Quick. Mr. Batar, I'll do you next real quick. Joshua Quick, what are we doing, Ms. Robinson?
I don't have any discovery and we're going to need that. So I would just ask for a PCC date, perhaps at the turn of the year, give the prosecutor's office an opportunity to disclose it and me a chance to talk.
Do you waive the formal reading?
Yes, we do. And stand mute, please.
Stand mute. Heather, January 5th, what time?
We can do it at 9:15.
9:15, Ms. Robinson on January 5th. Mr. Curry, did you get that Ms. Robinson's on that?
I did
That's
that,
with
Judge.
Judge
And
Oakley.
Ms. Robinson, I sent you paper and digital last night. Or at least I said I did. So if you didn't get it, can you let me know immediately?
Yes, I can for sure.
Thank you.
All right,
Joshua-
you're good. Thank you. All
Okay,
right,
thank you.
sorry about that, Mr. Batar. On Matthew Loveland, what are we doing?
Daniel Batar on behalf of Matthew Loveland, Your Honor. Your Honor, he's going to plead guilty. It'll be under 771.1 for a period of 6 months. Is that correct, Ms. Gillis?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Any comments about fines and costs?
I think this has a huge fine on it.
The conservation officer, DNR officer is present. He said something about a $500 fine, but I'm not sure if he's on. He could tell us.
Is that Officer Luther?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, Your Honor.
Officer Luther. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that some of these things are
It's the range.
per
of
animal or something like that.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a violation that ranges from 50 to 500. It's up to the court's discretion for that fee.
Is it listed as it's per violation? Is it? So it's just one violation.
Yes, Your Honor. There's a conservation fee and then the actual penalty that he would pay is in addition to that. So it's from $50 to $500.
Okay. And Mr. Loveland, you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And is it true that you were bird baiting on October the 1st of this year in Van Buren Township?
Yes,
It wasn't actually bird baiting, Judge. It was deer baiting.
Oh, they listed as, yeah, it comes up as hunt waterfowl or migratory birds. Is
Yeah, we saw that.
was it entered wrong, Heather?
It could have been, Judge. I can double check whenever the file comes to me and
Okay.
I'll correct it.
Yeah, because there's a couple of them. There's bear baiting. And officer, do you know what the site it is?
Yes, it's a conservation order 3.100 parent 7
Because whoever wrote this, and it was you did a paren 5.
Parents
So that was
5.
probably birds instead of, did you get that, Heather? Write that down.
I did write that down, Judge.
That it's a
Thank
paren
you.
7 instead of a paren 5.
And
Okay.
the MCL number for the penalty code is 324.40118, parent 1.
Okay.
That's the penalty.
Got it.
code.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and for deer, that's why it threw me with the birds. It is a $500 ticket plus the conservation fee of $10. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Judge, he's gonna need some time.
Can you pay $100 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll make the payment $100 a month. Mr. Batar, can you get his contact information and then send it to Heather? And make sure
Yes,
that we have his cell and
I'll
his
email it to
email.
Heather. Yep.
All right, Heather, does
And,
that work?
Yep. Thank you.
If I could just ask Officer Luther a question. This doesn't prevent him from hunting in the future, does it, officer?
No, there is no license revocation at this point. We're not seeking that at all.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, I just need a new date on Nolan. I got a couple of courts coming up here right now.
Okay, all right, Mr. Batar, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Loveland. You're free to go. I'll give you a call later, okay?
All right, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
On Christopher Nolan,
Yeah, Joe Cross on behalf of Christopher Nolan. We are awaiting some digital discovery as well as a response from Mr. Bresnahan, whether he's going to allow my client to plead to a misdemeanor and go into your sobriety court.
yeah, once you get that, I'll leave it on my docket then. I'll give you the January 12th date. Heather, what's the
January
time?
12th, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll
Appreciate
do
that.
January 12th at 9 a.m. If you get approval in the meantime from Gary, you need to reach out to us because he has to be reviewed. Because even though the prosecutor says that he's a candidate, it doesn't mean that we will say he is.
Understood.
Don't make sure your client, Mr. Nolan, are you on here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, there's no guarantees that even if the prosecutor's office says you're in, that we will. So you have to talk to my sobriety court people and see if they think that you're a candidate, okay?
Crystal clear on that. Thank you,
So,
Judge.
yeah, so make sure, Mr. Cross, that if you get approval before the 12th, but I'll keep it with me so that I can track it, all right?
I'll reach out as soon as I know.
Okay, great, thanks a lot, you're all set.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
And then Mr. McWilliams on People versus Scott Hall.
He's on, Your Honor, and I see him on the screen. And at this particular time, call the case.
I just did. So,
Okay.
my understanding is that this is going to be a waiver.
That's correct. Good morning, Mr. Hall.
Good morning.
And Mr. Hall, you understand that by consenting to the waiver by Zoom, that you're giving up your right to have testimony taken, whereby the prosecution would have to prove probable cause that a crime was committed and probable cause to believe that you were involved in the commission of that crime.
Yes, Your Honor.
The defendant and his attorney having consented to the waiver by Zoom, I'll bind the defendant over. The arraignment on the information will take place 2 weeks from today on December the 8th at 9 a.m. Doesn't look like he's been arraigned. So I'm doing this a little bit backwards for purposes of, you waive the reading for purposes of arraignment, Mr. McWilliams?
Yes, Your Honor. Waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty. And because the case was a pending case and had been dismissed, I acknowledge receipt of discovery. Thanks.
Okay, and what do I do? He's in a treatment facility. Where are you at, Mr. Hall?
I am at Share Macomb.
And how long are you there for?
As of right now, they said February 3rd, and I'm on GPS tether.
Where's the bond out of? I take it it's for another matter.
Yes.
No, oh, well, it is, Your Honor. And may I speak to that?
Yeah, no, because I don't have a bond on this, so I need to put a bond on it.
Essentially, he's on remand.
I'll do a personal bond on this so that it doesn't mess up the remand or his treatment.
That's very good.
Thank you.
And so, got that, Heather?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Okay, perfect. All right, Mr. Hall, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Everything's going good on this, Jane. Thank you very much.
Good.
He looks
Yep, you're
better,
welcome.
Mr. McWilliams.
Thank you.
Leanna? I'm trying to go down the list, Judge. Leanna? I do not, almost done. Oh, she's doing an arraignment right now. Okay. Let's see who will be next.
Let Miss Barron in with April Johnson.
Is April Johnson here?
I don't know, but she may not be appearing, so let Miss Barron in.
Okay.
Miss Barron, good morning. Miss Barron, good morning. Are you expecting your client?
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you expecting your client?
I think so, but I can double check.
She hasn't appeared. Do you have, this has been adjourned
Yes.
multiple times. What are we doing with this?
Judge, can I go in a breakout room with Ms. Barron?
Yes.
Alex, go into one, please.
Yes, Heather.
Thank you. Judge, I'm going to bring in Andrew Sullivan with Ryan White.
Okay.
Prosecutor Sona, did you need to speak to Mr. Sullivan regarding Mr. White?
No, I think we just need to set it off. I didn't know who was representing him, so I just need to send over discovery.
Okay, did you hear that, Mr. Sullivan?
I did, thank you.
Okay.
All right. If you're doing discovery, you want us to put it out till after the holidays, Mr. Sullivan?
Yes, please.
We'll do a January 5th. Heather, what time?
9:30.
January 5th at 9:30, and that's with Judge Oakley.
Very good, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day, both of you.
Thank you, you as well.
Thank
You as well. I have a few more matters.
Oh, do you? I'm sorry, Mr. Sullivan. Who else do you have?
That's okay. I have a Frank Michaud
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, yeah.
and Angel Campuzano and Justin Lett. Representing all three of them. Unfortunately, have not had contact. I have had contact with Mr. Wright. I think I saw he was present here. But Frank, Angel, and Justin, I have not had contact with. Yeah, Mr. Curry.
Yeah, hey, Andrew. I'm gonna go double check if I can give you that the girlfriend's information really quick, make sure I'm allowed to do that. So I'm gonna do that right now.
Thank you.
You bet. And then Judge, for April Johnson, we're just gonna set this for an exam date. And Ms. Barron can explain what we spoke about.
And Judge, I'll waive my client's presence.
Okay. What did you speak about?
Judge, it just seems like the state is representing that there is no digital discovery in this case, that there was no body camera footage at the time. So we're setting this for an exam.
Can you do it next
And I
week
guess
at
we
1
can argue.
o'clock? December 8th at 1 o'clock.
You know what, Judge, I would ask for a little more time just because my client is coming from out of state.
And Judge, the it's an older case, and the Corporal
January
Dan.
12th at 11:30.
That works for us, Judge.
Miss Barron?
1 second, Judge. That's fine for me.
April Johnson.
Yep, January the 12th at 11:30. And I just put it on my calendar at 11:30 at night. That's probably not gonna work. All right, you're all set, Miss Johnson, or Miss Barron.
Thank you.
Mr. Upshaw never came back on Mr. Butler.
I know, somebody probably is gonna have to call him when I get
Yep.
a minute.
Okay. Leanna, are you done yet? She has 2 at the 9:15. Where did Bridget Murray go? I don't see Sam Jadala, so I'm wondering if Bridget Murray is also Leanna's.
Okay, yeah, no, I agree with you.
All right. I don't see Frank Michaud. Royce, do you need to speak to Antoina Brantley?
Is this a final pretrial where the victim must appear?
It just says pre-trial. Let me double check.
I'll look at it. Hang on a second. What case is it?
Last name is Brantley.
What time is it set?
9:45.
Got it. Hang on. Yeah, it's not set for a final pretrial. Do we need a final pretrial on this? Did you get the discovery, Mr. Nunley?
I don't know if I have the discovery on this yet. For some reason, my notes had it down as a final pretrial. Do you know-
It says discovery outstanding and then set on my docket.
Oh, that might be it. Might have been adjourned waiting for the discovery. I still don't have it. Double check. Yeah, still nothing.
Hey, Heather, can I go to breakout with Mr. Sullivan?
You sure can. Go back to number 1.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you waiting on me, Judge, or no?
I don't know what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on somebody to say they have something ready.
That's what, yeah, well,
Mr. Nunley, what case do you say you don't have discovery on?
Antoina Brantley. It's a DV.
Oh, it's DV?
Yeah.
Is
But
it a
it-
true?
It's,
Right,
is it a true DV? I don't know. That's a whole nother issue. Let's see. The victim is Marche Smith, it looks like, and it says, it doesn't, it says a resident or former resident of the household under the complaint. Do you know what
I think it was her niece.
Okay, yeah, so it isn't a true, I mean, it is you, Jane. It's not
Okay.
Darian, although Darian's here. What do you hear on Miss Fortier?
I'm thinking she's here on Storm. I tried chatting to her. I haven't heard back.
Yeah, she'll answer me. She won't answer you, Heather. She'll answer me.
I sent back. Yes. Oh, I might have to everyone. I'm sorry, Heather.
No, it just came through.
Don't
Okay.
apologize to her.
I'm keeping Storm because it's got so many moving pieces. So that's what I'm
Right,
hearing.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna bring them in whenever we figure out what we're doing with this final pretrial.
Yes. So what are we
And a
doing
pretrial on what?
on Brantley?
Oh, on what? Are we doing a final pretrial? Yeah, I want to give Royce a date.
Okay, Royce, what Wednesday sounds good?
Don't pick the 29th.
That's the only one I have open before January 12th.
Well, we can
Not
do January
custody.
12th.
Okay.
Did I give you 9:15 before?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
So was there a
January 12th
discovery-
in front of me, final pretrial, 9:15.
Was there?
Can you
a
tell me what
discovery-
jurisdiction this is?
It is Romulus.
Of course.
Do we need a discovery order? We requested it last time. We still don't have it.
If you send me one, I can get it signed for you, Royce, and
Okay. Heather,
yes.
I gotta jump off for a status conference in another court. Leanna said that she would cover for me until I can get back.
Okay,
He's
thank you.
ignoring us. I don't know that that's a solid.
No, Your Honor, I'm still on with Al. We're almost done with an arraignment.
I'm
He's about to set the
joking,
bond.
Miss Belcher. I'm joking.
You know I would never ignore you.
You'd ignore Heather, apparently.
No, I sent her a chat.
I know you were in arraignment earlier, still there.
All right, you're good. We're good. Mr. O, what are you here for?
Morning, Judge. I'm here on Mr. Storm's felony matter.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Needs to be arraigned.
That's correct, Judge.
Is that, and then are we just giving it up? What are we doing?
I believe setting a PCC would be appropriate, Judge.
Oh, an adjourned PCC? It is set for a PCC today.
It's set for arraignment PCC.
I see.
It is set for an arraignment PCC. Do you waive the formal reading?
Yes, Judge. And stand me.
What is, you need to, do I have Mr. Curry on here or did we lose him? There
It's
he
Ms.
is.
Fortier's case.
Oh, you said that, see? Sorry about that. You gonna send him the discovery? How much time do you need?
Judge, maybe a week, 2 weeks. There's no video or anything, so.
Let's go 2 weeks. Give me a date, Heather.
2 weeks. 8:45 on December 15th. Judge
December
Martin.
15th at 8:45, and that's Judge Martin. Comments as to bond?
Judge, I don't, who goes first? Me?
Sure.
Judge, this stems from a domestic violence case, a misdemeanor domestic violence from May of 2021. While Mr. Storm was on bond for the domestic violence case, he then ended up with an aggravated stalking case for bond violation. After the aggravated
What's the
stalking-
status of that case?
It's in Third Circuit.
Okay.
It was bound over. After the aggravated stalking case, Mr. Storm continued to harass the complaining witness, which is now why we have this witness intimidating case. So all these cases come from the other case. So I think it's incredibly appropriate for Mr. Storm to have a GPS tether at an absolute bare minimum. I know there was a cash bond posted, a decent cash bond posted for the aggravated stalking case after Judge Oakley amended it. So in regards to a monetary amount, the people don't really have a position, but would ask for a GPS tether to be noted, especially for this case, in case for some reason something happens with one of the other cases.
Mr. O?
That's correct, Judge. One minor correction. Everything Ms. Fortier said is correct. The increase in bond was not for the aggravated stalking felony matter, but it was for the misdemeanor domestic violence matter. I believe Judge Oakley increased that bond to $100,000 cash, surety 10% with house arrest and GPS tether.
Are you on a tether right now, Mr. Storm?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, I mean, then I'm Ms. Fortier, I'm gonna defer to that case, but with the understanding that if something happens with that case, you can immediately reach out and we'll do an emergency hearing on this, okay? Or Heather, if I put it consistent, will they do anything? If I do a personal bond with a GPS tether, will that track the other case?
I honestly don't know how that works. I mean, I can do the PR bond with GPS tether. We just have to tell Mr. Storm when to go get the tether.
Well, he's already on the tether
one,
though.
right.
That's what I'm saying. He's already on the tether.
I will send it to the tether unit with the information and they can work it out from there.
And Judge, if I may,
Yeah.
Mr. Storm's already on a GPS tether.
No, I understand that.
Yeah,
But you understand my concern is if the other case, you know what? If something happens with the other case, that's already bound over, I take it.
The aggravated stalking is already bound over.
And Judge
I'll
Prentice,
tell you what, I'm gonna do it as a 10,000 personal, no contact. It's 2 weeks out. If something happens, then they can add the GPS tether and, or you can contact me in the meantime and we can have an immediate hearing.
All right, Judge, I just for the record, note my objection to that.
I do. All right, Mr. Storm, no contact, Mr. Storm. Clearly, this is a problem for you. Do you understand? No more problems.
Yes, Your
Got
Honor.
it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. O, do you have anything else?
no, Judge.
All right, and Mr. Storm, you owe us money too. You got a pretrial December 20th on some misdemeanors.
Yep.
And then on December 14th, you have it looks like it's the pretrial on maybe the domestic.
Yeah.
And I think that you owe us money. Are you on a payment plan?
No, I was about to ask you right now.
There is a
how-
listing of a payment plan. You need to come over and do a payment plan. All right?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Mr.
Judge,
O,
have a
I'm
good day.
sorry. Anything else?
Nothing from the people.
Okay.
Judge.
You're all set. Thanks.
All right, Leanna, you are in line for, who do you want first? Kyle Smith, Altravis Turner?
I'm ready on both to go right on the record, so they should be fast.
Oh, okay, let me bring them in.
Hey, Leanna.
Seeing you 2 days in a row, Alex.
People versus Kyle Smith. What are we doing, Miss Belcher?
Leanna Belcher on behalf of Kyle Smith, Your Honor. I did speak with Ms. Gillis on this file. We previously adjourned so that I could obtain the discovery. I did receive the discovery, but there is an issue with the blood draw. I've only received an admissible paperwork that cannot be used in the proceedings. Jane was supposed to reach out to the state police to see if anything had been tested through their laboratory. Until I have those results, Your Honor, I can't do anything on this case.
Let's adjourn it to January the 5th. Miss Gillis, are you gonna figure that out between now and then?
Jane stepped out to talk to a trooper. I'm marking down what you're saying, Judge.
Thank you. Give me a time, Heather.
9:15.
January the 5th at 9:15, and that's with Judge Oakley.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you understand, Mr.
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Okay, you're all set. On People versus Altravis Turner,
Leanna Belcher again, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Turner. I did speak with Mr. Curry about this case last week, requested the special pretrial date. Ms. Turner has a driving while license suspended misdemeanor and a civil infraction that was defaulted on. We are requesting the court to consider setting aside the default. The people have agreed to dismiss both. In my communications with Heather, it's my understanding that Ms. Turner is still responsible for the clearance fee on both of $45. Ms. Turner is aware of that, and she will pay those clearance fees amount.
if they're dismissed minus the clearance fees, you're all set, Miss Turner.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Leanna, did you speak to Samir regarding Bridget Murray?
No. Do you need me to call him?
Well, he's not showing up and he's assigned, but I don't know if he's really truly assigned.
Let me shoot him a text and see if I can get a response.
Okay.
Mr. Sullivan, do you need to speak to Mr. Campuzano?
Heather already made that accommodation for me. Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect. People versus Angel Campuzano.
Yes.
Good morning. What are we
Good morning.
doing, Mr. Sullivan?
Yes, Judge. I've also spoken to Mr. Curry about this. We still need to complete discovery, so I'd ask for another probable cause conference. The date of January 5th would be fine if that's still available.
You waive the formal reading for purposes of the arraignment,
Yes.
and I'll give you another PCC date of January the 5th,
9:30.
9:30 with Judge Oakley.
Thank you very much, Judge.
You're welcome. And you're all set, Mr. Campuzano. Your attorney will be in touch. Do you have anything else ready, Mr. Sullivan?
The two other cases that I have, Frank Michaud, I think that the state and I are agreeing on, if Your Honor will agree to an adjournment. The state is working on getting additional contact information for me.
On Michaud?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead. And if he shows up, we'll deal with that. Do you want that same January date?
That would be great, Judge. Thank you.
This has not been arranged. I can't do it without him, so.
Right.
I'll just adjourn it to the January 5th at what time, Heather?
9:30, please.
At 9:30. Mr. Campuzano, you're all set.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm bringing in an iPhone just to see who it is. On the iPhone, what is your name, please?
Wanye George.
Wait, okay, Wanye is the first name?
Yes. Last name George.
And we have Miss Phelps, let her in.
All right.
Let Mr. Parker in too. Miss Phelps, do you need to speak to Mr. George?
No, Your Honor.
People versus Wayne George. Do you waive the formal reading for purposes of arraignment?
Yes, Your Honor. Neighborhood.
And I
Defender-
take you're still waiting on discovery. It's brand new.
Yes, I do have paper discovery. There is some digital that I am missing. And I do anticipate submitting a gun board letter, so maybe if we could have a date pushed out a
I
bit.
heard they're not, well, okay, whatever. I think we were giving like a January 27th date or something for gun board cases. I don't know.
It's up to you, Judge. I know Judge Oakley was given, for his cases, he gave March.
Yeah, I think, go ahead and give.
January 26th?
Sure, that's fine. That's the date that we had given a bunch of them.
Okay.
Miss Phelps, is that okay?
Yes,
Or you
that-
can give, that might be because that's Judge Martin. I don't know how many gun board cases have been put on that date. Why don't you give the, my date on March 2nd?
Okay.
At what time, Heather?
9:15?
Does that work?
Yes, that works.
All right, 9:15 on March the 2nd. Do you understand, Mr. George?
Yes.
Your attorney will be in contact with you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Parker, what case are you here on?
I think I have Mr. Thomas, Jerome Thomas. Is he in the waiting room?
He is not. And neither, Ms. Phelps, I know that you have, I just saw that you had somebody.
Michael Wells.
Yes, and I
Yeah,
don't have.
you also
any
have
contact.
Jessica Hartman. Nope, and nope.
Jessica isn't until 10:45, so.
Yeah, I saw that. Leanna, are you taking over for Royce?
Yes, I'm taking over for Royce and I'm going to be standing in on Sammer's case.
Okay, then I'm going to
Okay,
bring.
then we'll let
her-
in Brantley. And who was the other one for?
Bridget Murray. And Brantley was already handled. She just never, she did not leave.
Oh, she didn't leave? I just let her back in.
Yeah,
but-
because
sorry.
she can't get audio, so.
Oh, okay. I
removed her.
apologize.
Nope, that's fine. Maybe she'll get it. Do you need to speak to Miss Murray, Miss Belcher?
Yes, please.
Okay, Miss Murray, I'm putting you in a breakout room.
All right.
Do we want to bring in Walter Butler and just tell him that his attorney was on here earlier and we can just give him a new adjourned date?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Miss Brantley,
Yes, ma'am.
your case was handled earlier. Your attorney was on. Your new date is going to be January 12th at 9:15.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Butler?
Let me send him a chat. Tony Davis and Jeff Bennett are here. They're at 10 a.m. Davis is the defendant.
How come that's not on my docket?
It should be at your docket at 10:15. Tony
Oh,
Davis.
I thought you said 10 a.m.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yep, I got it. It's set for final pretrial.
Do we know who the victim is?
The
Jane.
Victim,
Mhm.
Your Honor, the victim's presence was waived for today. She appeared at the first final pretrial.
okay, why did we adjourn this? This was, it says for a restitution. It says waive victim, that there was a restitution issue.
Your Honor, the issue was that at the final pretrial, my client was made an offer.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
And I needed an opportunity to discuss that with her.
Yeah, I see that. And so, what are we doing?
I don't know if you want me to speak with Ms. Gillis, but we're going to be setting this for trial unless she dismisses this.
Well, you waive the victim's appearance, so I don't know how you negotiate anything else when you waive the victim's appearance, you know,
Listen,
Ms. Gillis, go ahead and go into a breakout room with Ms. Gillis. Mr. Bennett, stop. Go ahead and go into a breakout room with Ms. Gillis.
Jane, can you go back into that room that you were at? You're muted. I'll move you.
Hey, Heather.
Yes, Alex.
The John Ross, that was Miss Robinson's case. It was set for a date on the 15th. Was it a PCC or an exam?
I think she just wanted a PCC.
Okay. Thank you.
Leanna, are you ready on Miss Murray?
Yes, Heather.
People versus Bridget Murray.
And good morning, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Ms. Murray. I'm standing in for the attorney of record, Samar Jadala. For arraignment purposes, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Due to the nature of the charges, this is the case where Mr. Jadala is going to need the discovery. I don't believe he has that. So we would be requesting that from the prosecutor. Alex, if you could let Jane know, and requesting another pretrial date.
Give me adjourned pretrial date.
In January or December? Leanna, what do you think?
Oh, it doesn't, it's Samar's case. It doesn't matter. I'll give him either date.
8:45, January 5th.
January the 5th at 8:45, and that's Judge Oakley.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set. You're all set, Miss Murray.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Butler,
Yes,
have you spoke to your attorney?
no,
Your attorney's Mr. Upshaw, correct?
yes.
He was on earlier. I don't know if he realized that you were here. So we're just gonna give you a new date to come back
And
because
then we'll send him a notice too, Mr. Butler, okay?
Okay, all right, no problem.
Heather,
do you want to just do December 15th at 9:30?
I think so. Yep, December the 15th at 9:30.
Okay,
And that's with Judge Martin.
okay,
All right?
all right.
All right,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Butler, you're all set for today.
I see Mr. Jerome Thomas for Mr. Parker.
Okay,
Bringing
let
him
him
in.
in.
Yep.
And bring Mr. Hordos in and
Mackenzie?
Andrew Mackenzie.
Yep.
You see
Good morning, Mr. Thomas. Hold on just a second. Mr. Parker, do you need to speak to your client?
I've been late, overslept, I work midnights.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was trying to talk to your attorney. So hang on just a second. Mr. Parker. Well, let's try this. Mr. Hordos, do you need to speak to Mr. McKenzie?
If the court wouldn't mind, that would be great.
Yeah, okay. Heather will put you in a breakout room. Mr. McKenzie, you're going to join a breakout room and talk to your attorney.
Wayne County Sheriff Corporal Cadets, what are you here for, please?
How you doing? I'm here on traffic for Filbert.
Oh, okay, I see that. Nathan Filbert.
Yes.
I don't see Mr. Filbert yet.
So just hang out, Miss Officer Cadez.
No problem.
Oh my God.
Mr. Parker, are you there yet? I have Eric Glick, who is the attorney for Villalobos Asiavo. I can ask if, oh, there's Mr. Parker, sorry.
Mr. Parker, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We have Mr. Thomas. Do you need to talk to him?
No, we don't, Your Honor. Could we just have an exam date? We're ready to proceed.
You have all your discovery?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Curry, are you on this?
Yes, I am, Judge.
Mr. Parker, you want to do, is it live?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to do 1 week out at 1 o'clock on December 8th?
That's not a bad date. We could do that.
That's fine.
Does that work for you, Mr. Curry?
That should, Judge. I'll get a hold of all the witnesses.
All right, Mr. Thomas, 1 week in front of me next Wednesday.
Okay.
And what time was that again, Your Honor? I missed that.
1 o'clock.
What time? 1?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Very good.
You're all set.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Good. Now,
You're all set, correct.
all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Sullivan, what happened to Mr. McKenzie?
I don't
That's
have
Mr.
a-
Portos's case, Heather.
Yeah, Mr. Hordos is in a breakout room with Mr. McKenzie.
Sorry.
Mr. Sullivan, who else are you waiting on?
The last that I have on your docket is Justin Letts. That's
Yeah.
not till 10:45. I haven't had contact. I have paper discovery, but not digital. If you wanted to reset it, or I can wait either.
Give me just a minute and we'll figure it out. Mr. Hordos, did you talk to Mr. McKenzie?
Yes, Judge, thank you for that. We are ready whenever you are.
We're ready. People versus Andrew McKenzie. Since I can see this was just arraigned, I take it that you need an adjourned PCC.
Actually, Judge, I don't think I do. I'd like to set this for preliminary exam.
So you have all your discovery?
I don't know if I have all of it. I think I have enough for the exam. Mr. Curry just sent me some yesterday.
May I get a discovery packet as well?
We'll talk about that, Mr. McKenzie. I'll get it to you.
Fair enough.
All right, as long as, because I don't adjourn out, that, you know what I mean? You gotta go, you gotta go. I can do next week, December the 8th at 1:30.
Let me just check my calendar, Judge. $1:30 should be fine.
Mr. McKenzie, you're gonna be live in my courtroom next Wednesday at 1:30. Do you understand?
Yep, and I'm gonna be there, no problem.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you then.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you,
have
Judge.
a good day, Your Honor.
You too.
All right, bye. All right.
So I'm going to bring in Eric Glick and see if he has his client, who is
Yep, that's fine.
Villalobos. Mr. Glick, do you have your client with you?
Good morning, Your Honor. I apologize. Let me turn on the video here. I do not have him with me. I have him available on standby if necessary, but I thought we were scheduled.
Put him in a breakout room with Miss Gillis.
She is in one with Mr. Bennett.
All right, wait just a minute, Mr. Glick, and you'll be next.
Of course, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let I don't know who.
I don't know who Bernard Nielsen is or
Yeah,
Melanie.
let him in. Let him in.
Okay, well, do you want to hand Mr. Bennett and Miss Gillis are out?
Yep, that's fine. Miss Gillis, Mr. Bennett, what are we doing on Tony Davis?
Your Honor, if I could just get a minute to have my client consider waiving the bench, I think that's what we'd like to do.
Okay, go ahead. You can have a minute.
Can
And
you
let
go
me know
back
when
in
you're
room
ready.
6, Mr. Bennett?
Excuse me?
Can you go back in that room you were just in and I'll put your client in there with you?
Yep, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Nielsen, what case are you here on?
With,
What case are you here on?
third DUI or OUI.
What's your last name? I take it you're not
Oh, I'm
Bernard
sorry.
Nielsen.
Bernard Nielsen. Bernard Nielsen.
Oh, there he is, 10:30 judge with Hannah Barron.
Oh, okay. Do I have
Okay.
Miss Barron?
No, we don't have Miss Barron.
Oh. Mr. Glick, who are you waiting for?
You. Let me put you in a breakout room.
Oh, I meant, who is he here for is what I'm trying to find the file.
Villalobos Asiavo.
Okay, you can, if he wants to go in a breakout room, I guess I can talk to him.
Thank you, Miss Phelps. I was just gonna ask you. Miss Phelps, let Miss Barron know. I appreciate that. But just pulling the file and going to ask you to reach out to her. Let Melanie Bates in also, Heather.
Yep.
Miss Bates, good morning. What case are you on?
Good morning. I am here on Walter Butler.
Oh, you know what? Are you standing in for Mr. Park? For Mr. Upshaw?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Mr. Upshaw left and we didn't realize it, and Mr. Butler jumped on, and so we told him that we would give him an adjourned date, and we gave him December the 15th at 9:30 with Judge Martin.
Okay,
And
sounds
so
good.
if you get and they've got it to send, Mr. Curry's got the information to send Mr. Upshaw the discovery.
Perfect. Hi, Mr. Curry. Okay.
All
Will
right,
do.
all right. Thanks, Miss Bates. Apologize on the wait.
Oh, that's okay. And you know what? Normally I put /Upsaw so they'll know, but I forgot today.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I was finally like, let her in. I don't see her on our docket. I don't know who she is, but let her in. All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Heather, last but not least, bring in Ms. Schultz so we can figure out what she's here for.
I see a Tiffany.
I think it's the same thing. Let them both in. I think it's for on a phone and a computer. You know how people do that.
And Miss Barron is here for Mr. Nielsen.
On People versus Bernard Nielsen, do you need to speak to Mr. Nielsen or are you good?
No, we're good.
What are we doing?
I'm ready to set a preliminary examination date.
I have a let me pull it. I have January the 12th at 12 o'clock.
That's fine, Judge. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Nielsen, do you understand you're gonna appear live at 12 o'clock on January the 12th?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're all set for today.
Thank you.
And Judge, if I could, so I was on here earlier for April Johnson and we set a preliminary examination date, and that was January 12th. I spoke with Ms. Johnson. I apologize. She's actually pregnant and her due date is January 9th. So that date would probably be really difficult. If we could possibly get one, maybe even a month out from that.
The next date I have after that is gonna be March the 2nd.
Okay, that's fine, Judge.
Mr. Curry, March the 2nd at 11 o'clock, does that work?
I heard that, Judge. I was just reaching for the file to mark that down.
Yep, March the 2nd. I'll do March the 2nd at 11 o'clock.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Nielsen, we're done with your case.
Oh, thank you. Okay, Felicia.
Are we ready on Miss Davis's case or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
People versus Tony Davis.
Jane's in a breakout room.
Okay, wait, we gotta wait a minute, Mr. Bennett, till we get Miss Gillis.
Sorry, Your Honor, I didn't see she wasn't here.
No, that's fine. The person with the identifier of Tiffany Schultz. Miss Schultz, can you hear me?
Yes, it's Nathan Filbert.
Nathan Filbert, okay.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Filbert, that's the one with Officer Cadez. We need to put you in a, hold on just a second, Mr. Filbert, okay?
All righty.
As soon as Jane gets back, did you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney, Mr. Filbert?
Sure.
Miss Belcher?
Yes, Judge.
On Nathan Filbert, we're going to put you in a breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Leanna, can you go back into room 1?
Yes, going in now.
Thank you.
Miss Phelps, any contact with your client, Michael Wells?
No, Your Honor, I wasn't provided a phone number or anything for him. So I haven't been able to reach him yet. I was hoping he would appear here.
Yeah, if he doesn't appear by the time I'm done in whatever, a half hour, I'll hold the file 48 hours for the bench warrant, okay?
Okay, I would also, I would request an adjournment just so.
Not without him appearing. We've got so many files, so many cases. I'll hold it for 48 hours. And if he appears, then we'll set it right away. And even if we enter the bench warrant, all you have to do is get in touch with us and we'll pull it and reset it.
Understood.
Jessica Hartman too, sorry.
What's that?
Has she had contact with Jessica Hartman?
I have.
But Jessica Hartman's not scheduled till 10:45.
Right.
Ms. Phelps, do you have the paper discovery on Wells?
I do not.
Okay, I'll send that to you. There's an address on there. I don't know if that'll help. And maybe there's a phone number tucked in there somewhere.
Okay, thank you.
Person with the identifier of Tiffany. Can you hear me? I imagine it's Tiffany Simmons. And she has a retained attorney who has not appeared yet. Miss Gillis, do you want to go in a breakout room with Officer Cadez on Filbert? He's here on Filbert. Miss Belcher is in a breakout room with Mr. Filbert.
Yes.
Okay, now back to you, Mr. Bennett. What are we doing on Tony Davis?
Jane, can you go back in that room, please?
Yeah, I want to hear what Mr. Bennett's doing though, real quick.
Okay.
Yep.
Your Honor, at this time, I've spoken with my client. We'd asked that this matter be sent for a bench trial.
Okay, I'll leave. That's fine with us.
We'll do a bench trial on January the 12th at 11:30. live, Mr. Bennett?
Your Honor, there's going to be some video and photographic evidence. Live would probably be better for somebody my age.
That's fine. You need to reach out to our tech people. Don't show up on the day of and say, oh, I need to show this and look at me, because I'm not going to help you on that day. I'm going to say, did you reach out to the court ahead of time?
I will, actually, Your Honor, I was planning on bringing my own screen, but I will reach out to the tech to do it that way.
All right, it's Ms. Davis. It's going to be January the 12th at 11:30. Do you understand?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
We have Miss Vasquez, or yes, Vasquez for Tiffany Simmons.
Miss Vasquez, have you talked to Miss Simmons?
Yes, Your Honor. It looks like she's on. I see it says Tiffany
Yeah,
on the
I know.
screen.
We can't get her to talk to us. What are we doing?
Today is the probable cause conference. We're just gonna stand mute, waive formal reading and set the dates.
Do you have all your discovery?
Yes, I do.
She has a ton of misdemeanor files also. That she has warrants and stuff. Heather, this is the.
I thought that was Hartman that had the ton of files.
Oh, wait a second. You're right. You're right. I apologize.
No problem.
Yeah, no. Tiffany Simmons. I got it. You're right. I pulled Miss Hartman's files. I'm sorry, you did say you have all the discovery?
Yes, we do.
I can do it. It should be quick. I could do it at noon next week.
That works for us, Your Honor.
Or even 11:45. Why don't we make it 11:45? Mr. Curry, is that okay, Ms. Vasquez?
Yes.
Should be, Judge. I'll get a hold of the troopers. And that was 11:45, Judge?
11:45, yep.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You do the same.
You
Bye.
gotta let your client know, because I don't know.
Yes,
that she
I'll
can
call
hear
her now.
us.
I'm not sure if she was having technical issues.
Okay.
Yes,
you're-
I'm here. I'm
I
sorry.
got
I
it.
was trying to, it wasn't working.
You're good. It's just next week on December the 8th. You gotta be at the court at 11:45, okay?
Okie dokie.
See you then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good
You're
day.
welcome. Have a good day.
Bye.
Leanna, did you lose Mr. Filbert?
Yes, we were ready, but when I was walking him through how to leave the breakout room, I think he clicked leave meeting and not leave breakout.
Yep, I have him back.
Perfect.
Mr. Glick, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I believe Ms. Gillis and I reached an agreement on these two violations.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, he's gonna plead responsible to the misload, and we're gonna dismiss the unregistered vehicle because it was both out of the same act. They're kind of like double dipping.
No, that's fine. It's a $510 ticket. Can you pay it within 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. No, not.
I'm sorry, that was
Mr.
someone
Filbert,
else.
It's Mr. Gill. No, Mr. Glick. It's not, I'm not talking to you yet, Mr. Filbert. All right,
Yeah,
have your client pay it within 30 days.
Oh, absolutely, Judge.
All right, you're all set. Thank you, Mr. Glick.
I'm sorry, Judge. One other thing, does the court happen to know, we weren't sure of the fine, and I wouldn't imagine this would be a moving violation with any points associated with it.
It's not a moving violation. A misload's not a moving
Okay,
violation.
perfect. Thank you, Judge.
Yep, you're welcome.
And do we just pay online with the
You
ticket
can
number?
pay online. Yep, you can mail it in, pay it online, or pay it live.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Miss
Thank you, Ms.
Belcher,
Gillis.
Mr. Filbert.
Yes, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Mr. Filbert. For arraignment purposes, we waive formal reading and stand mute. I did have an opportunity to speak with Ms. Gillis. They are willing to dismiss the A file, the driving while license not valid. On the B file, speeding 1 to 5 over, he'll be pleading to impeding. Is
That's
that correct,
correct.
Jane? Thank
That's
you.
correct.
And it's still a $130 ticket. Pay that within 30 days, Mr. Filbert.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Doesn't that sound better than the 510 that you just agreed to a minute ago?
Yes, ma'am. It certainly does.
All right, you can pay it live, you can pay it online or mail it in, all right? Just make sure you pay it within 30 days.
All righty.
All right, you're all set. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bradley Dean is your last name, Viers, Viers?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Judge, that is at 9:15.
I got it. Mr. Veers, do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
Yes, please. I do want to mention also that I was not at the appointment this morning on time.
I don't care. Right this second, I don't care. Miss Belcher,
right.
I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Veers. Miss Gillis, did you want to tell Miss Belcher what the offer is?
What time is it at?
9:15.
9:15.
Oh, I'm way past that page. Okay, hold on. Is he a CDL driver?
I do not. I had a permit, but I don't have it anymore. I didn't never get my license for it.
Were you a CDL driver on the time of the ticket?
No.
Yeah, let me go into a breakout room with Ms. Belcher.
All right, go back into room 10, Jane, please.
Yep.
Mr. Glick's done, correct, with, for
Mr.
Villalobos?
Glick, Mr. Glick, you're all set. Yeah, remove him.
Yep. Judge, you have down that Adam Carter is adjourned, correct?
Adam Carter, yeah, I gave her a new date because
Yep,
I don't
okay.
remember what the issue is, but
I think
yes.
medical, that was.
I
that
do think
one.
it's medical also. Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna step away real quick, Judge.
Okay, yep. Ms. Belcher, do you need to go into a breakout room with Mr. Veers?
Yes, Judge, thank you.
Doing it now.
Oh, you're, okay, I thought you
Yep.
were off still. Okay, thanks,
Yep.
Heather.
Leanna, can you go back into that room?
Yes.
Thank you. Royce is back.
Yeah, we don't have anybody else, but we could have some late shows, but unlikely at this point.
Do we have someone come on diversified?
No leftover people, so no.
Geez, they were gonna get the deal of a lifetime.
If you're dismissing, you can still dismiss it.
You can dismiss it. There's a mistake in the ticket. The officer actually,
Undiversified, you wanted me to dismiss it?
yes.
Okay, thanks.
Oh. But you didn't. I know.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, adjourned, right?
I don't, I'm assuming so, yeah. Hi, Mark. Chris Mike's here. Mark's here. Okay, you're handling this? Yep. And we'll.
Hey, Heather, did you
Yes,
have
Judge.
any contact from Attorney McCoy on we've
James
heard-
Frederick, no.
Yeah,
Do you want me to call?
try to call, sure.
Okay.
Ms. Belcher, what'd you figure out with Mr. Veers?
Your Honor, he's going to be pleading to the civil infraction, the failure to stop within assured clear distance, the failure to report misdemeanor will be dismissed.
Is that correct, Mr. Veers?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a $195 ticket. Can you pay that within 30 days?
I'm just getting back to work. I just had an interview yesterday, so could I maybe do a payment plan over 2 months?
I'll just pay it within 60 days, all right?
Okay. All right, thank you.
Make sure you pay it online, in person, or mail it in, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're all set. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thanks. I think, is that it for you?
Yeah, I believe Royce is back.
Oh, he is back. He is back. All right, thanks. Thanks, Leanna.
Bye.
Bye. And Royce, I think honestly, what time is it?
10:45.
You can hang out for a few. We're waiting on a couple of PCCs that look like they're no-shows. I think the last misdemeanor was set at 10:30. And so, and that's actually just Bernard Sharp.
Okay.
But why don't you hang out for 15 minutes? I'll let you go at 11. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
All right,
Thanks.
hang out.
I called Miss McCoy's office and it doesn't sound like the office knows anything about the case or the hearing today. So they're gonna try and contact Miss McCoy.
Okay. Well, I mean, the defendant didn't appear, so it's sort of
Exactly.
academic, but we'll wait and see if she jumps on. Ms. Phelps, Mr. Sullivan, I know that you have two clients that are set right now. We do a half-hour window. And so if you want to just leave me on mute for till 11:15 to see if any of your clients show up. Let Hartman and Wells are the three that we have listed that we have left. Is that what you got?
I've let, yes.
Yep. And then Hartman and Wells are both Ms. Phelps.
Correct.
Okay, so 11:15.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Jane, I'm looking at
Thanks.
those.